Badu badu badu.
Badoo badoo boop.
Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. And it's time for a review of the new Erykah Badu album / mixtape, But You Can't Use My Phone. R&B and soul artist Erykah Badu has been lurking in the shadows like the elusive artist she is for a while now, though she has been pretty active on Twitter. But for the past 5 years, she hasn't really been in a rush to follow up the very beautiful and conceptual new America Part 2. But she has been making some musical noise recently. It was sort of a song that pulled her out of this studio project hiatus, specifically Drake's Hotline Bling, which I actually think is a fantastic pop rap single, one of the better rap singles of the year. I love it. And when you hear the Hotline Bling, woo, 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 I think it's a laid back and sleek and irresistibly catchy little ballad. No real complaints about it, and it seems that Erykah Badu feels some type of way about this song as well because she remixed it. And the remix was okay. It didn't really blow me away or anything like that. It was a kind of mild rendition, and she landed pretty much on the same beat with the sweet little keyboard chord progression and very hypnotic Casio percussion. If there was an opportunity missed, I think it was that Erykah didn't really tell the other side of the story on this track. It really just kind of felt more like just a cover than a remix. But I will say the song I'll Call You Back on this mixtape later on the project does feel like a legit response to Drake's original. I'm just saying that the remix was okay, but what's interesting is that this remix and this Drake song inspired a whole series of telephone and sort of relationship-themed tracks on this mixtape over here. And I stress this, it is all phone-themed. We have the song Phone Down, You Used to Call Me, I'll Call You Back, Dial a Freak, and more. And there's some sonic themes running throughout a lot of these tracks too. The production on this thing is skeletal, it's slow, it's sensual, it's synthetic, and it's syrupy. Lots of very moody digital atmospheres surround Miss Badu's vocals. It's a fun idea, it's a cool concept, but I think it's a sort of lazy, haphazard, half-hearted execution. Even Drake, who appears on this project as sort of uncredited or under another name, he's got, I don't know, maybe not the best verses on this thing, especially during his first appearance. I do it for the money, man, the music just a bonus. He sounds like he's got kind of a cold or something. He has a much better feature on the phone number and telephone medley deeper into the project, which is one of the longer tracks on here. And that's another thing. Some of these tracks on here are just painfully short. I wish it was just fleshed out a little bit more. If Erykah was going to go this deep into a concept, I wish the music felt as fully realized. Because while I do appreciate the skeletal aesthetic of the instrumentals here, they're kind of unimpressive a lot of the time. And the songwriting seems kind of lax here and there, sort of like Erykah is doing a little bit of vocal acrobatics off the top of her head, which a lot of the time is fine, she's a great singer, but it doesn't lead to a lot of choruses or lyrics or melodies that really stick with me and haunt me after I'm done listening to this project. Regardless though, there are some highlights in the track listing here. There's the song Phone Down, which is incredibly slow paced and very haunting, kind of eerie with these little synth melodies, and Erykah Badu's vocal delivery here, it's very, very stone-faced and flat, emotionless, but in such a way where I'm not really sure whether or not to read her lyrics as being seductive or kind of like a threat as she's singing that she'll make you put your phone down. And the song Mr. Telephone Man is fueled by this kind of rubbery, reversed soul sample that sounds kind of vaporwave-ish to start, but then the song turns very blissful, very dreamy as it continues on. It's definitely one of the more gorgeous moments on this project. The song Dial a Freak definitely stood out. Not that I think it's one of the better tracks, but it's definitely one of the louder and stranger tracks. Kind of begins with this weird thing about telephones killing bees, which kind of stopped me in my tracks and made me start thinking, citation needed, ah! But then once the song gets going, it's kind of this funky electro rap track that sounds like it's straight out of the Planet Rock The closer on here features a really impressive feature from Andre 3000, though it's not really the climax or I guess the finisher that I was hoping for to really kind of tie all these tracks together. This whole thing feels more like a very closely related hodgepodge than it does just a well-groomed concept or story that has a point A and a point B. Still, regardless though, I think Erykah milked way more gems out of this very strange idea based off of a single Drake song than I would have assumed could even happen. And it's definitely worth listening to if you're an Erykah Badu fan of any sort, whether you're hardcore or even a casual. I'm feeling a decent to strong 6 on this thing. Transition! Have you given this album a listen? Or mixtape? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Why? Smash that like! And I hope you're doing well. Anthony Fantano, Erykah Badu, forever.